Hi folks, welcome to another beer review, and we've got something a little bit special, completely the wrong season for it, but I picked it up recently and I thought, you know what, I missed out on it at Christmas time, so I thought I'll pick it up now and just enjoy it. I mean, I could just hold on to it and wait for the next year's vintage, but quite frankly, today has gone something like this. Do you know what? I'm having a really good day in work today. All right, Pete. Oh, hello, anxiety attack. I've not had you for a while. How are you doing? You know what? I thought I'd just stop by. Are you having a good day? Yeah, I am actually. Nothing to worry about, nothing to moan about. It's going pretty good, thank you. Well, it isn't now. So yeah, out of the blue, panic / anxiety attack, right in the middle of work. And yeah, it's been one of those days. I was going to edit that together, so I cut from there to there to there to there. But I can't be arsed. So yeah, little effort. Anyway, today's beer, as you've seen by the thumbnail, is the Anchor Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And this, of course, is the 2022 vintage. Picked up from Rehills, coming back from Newcastle. £3.35. I'll take that. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, yes, please, because I missed out on it last year. And yeah, I thought I'll never see this beer. But thankfully, there are a few bottles. I won't go into the specifics because chances are you've drank this for many more years than I have. And also, I've reviewed it a few times. So I don't think there's really too much differentiation. But yeah, it's described as a special ale. So all information will be in the description box down below. So it's 7% ABV. And of course, with all of these, each year there's a different variety of tree illustrated on the front cover. What tree is that? A blue gum tree? I'm not too sure. I can't read it because the writing's absolutely tiny. But beautifully presented beer, as per always. 355ml bottle, 7% ABV. Don't get to do this often. Nice crown on the top. I was actually sorting out my, because I'm a sad bastard, my collection of bottle tops and getting rid of like any duplicates and things like that. It satisfied me for a good hour, and yeah, don't know why I told you that. It is what it is. One of those days today. Feeling a little bit better now, but yeah, it's like I've not. Well, I don't think I'll be saving this bottle. Oh, mind you, no, it's not too bad now. It's got a little dent in it. I can't have that in the collection. God forbid. But yeah, I don't know, today's been a bit of a weird one, like as illustrated in that amazingly well scripted, well, it's improvised introduction. Work was going absolutely fine. It was an easy laid back day, having a laugh with people in work. Then all of a sudden became very anxious, borderline paranoid, and very subconscious, and then I just became a quiet mess for the remainder of my shift. I don't know what it was, but it's been a hell of a long time since that has happened. But you know what? You fight through it. There's people who experience sort of stuff like that on a much more regular and intense basis. So we'll just chalk it off as one of those things, really. Nothing to be worried about. So yeah, still a little bit in the bottle. So beer in the glass then, and a beautiful dark oaky sort of chestnut look to it. 1.5 fingers worth of a tan coloured head. It looks very festive in the glass. This is pretty much straight out of my beer fridge, so probably, well, I know it's not the most ideal temperature to drink a beer like this. I think Paul from PA Brew News, or The Great Outdoors, would be, I mean, he's not dead, but he would be turning over in his grave, because I should have put it on the pan and warmed it up, because that's how you drink beer. But yeah, I thought, you know what, it's the end. Well, it's not the end of the working week, but I'm working from home. Then I've got a good little bit of a pub crawl with some people from work and former employees. So, you know, I thought, why not? And I'll also be cracking open this beer, which I'm now wearing on my immaculate torso. So, need divvies round here, mush. And I'm not saying that just because I got this from Ray Hills, which, by the way, fantastic bottle shop. I think I've said that in every review from which I've purchased a beer from. But yeah, beer looking fantastic in the glass. Of course, I had to use my Bière de Noël, or Bière Noël. There's no D. Oh no, I think the D has a D. Come on, I don't know. That beer, I only got it back in the day because it came with this glass. And I do like these sorts of glasses. Don't have enough of them. Anyway. And just waiting for the oven to heat up so I could put myself some chicken burgers in. I know I could do them on the air fryer, but our air fryer is not the best, and I don't really want to chance it with that. Anyway, enough waffle, on with the sniffing. Loads of steeped fruits. It's got that like sweet, syrupy liqueur aroma. Nice caramelized nut character. All of these very general aroma notes, I do know, but I do appreciate, but you know, you're getting a little bit of like warming spice in there. It's a wholesome smelling beer. A little bit of like a barrel-like aroma almost. Maybe even a cheeky hint of port. But yeah, you smell that and you think of Christmas. It also reminds me of a Doppelbock or an English Strong Ale on the nose, which are two wonderful styles. So I think I've said this in every review that I've done of this. I don't really know specifically what style this is, but as always, links will be in the description. I had to swallow that back down then. That's what she said. It's better than having it spat in your face, although some people like that, and you know, you do you. Anyway, there's me unnecessary sexual innuendo for the video. Stealing a quip from WhatsApp culture there. WhatsApp culture? What culture? No, I'm not questioning what culture. You know, what culture, gaming, wrestling, that sort of. Shut up and just drink the beer. Oh, man. Yes, I know, a little bit colder than you should really drink. What? A little bit colder than how it should be to really appreciate a beer like this, but still packing so much flavour. Nice smooth mouthfeel, dissipates nicely on the back end. There's a really satisfying bitterness, woodiness, twigginess on the back end as well. But you're getting those sort of like wholesome, sweet, spicy tones, you know, if you're like making a pecan pie or pumpkin spice pie or whatever, or a nice hearty autumnal or winter cake. Because you're getting things like maybe a hint of stuff like star anise, nutmeg, subtle cinnamon bite on the back end as well. And yeah, it's just like the nose. It's reminding me of two of my favourite beer styles, the good old-fashioned English strong ale and the wonderful, wonderful Doppelbock. But there's almost like a piney, slightly resiny hop presence in there, which just works really, really well. There's probably not even any like hops of that ilk in this beer to give those flavours, but that's what I'm picking up. So satisfying. Not sweet in the slightest. Again, that woodiness is there. And the sort of, you know, with like a port, it's got a little bit, even though port is quite sweet, it's got a flavour of port without the sweetness of port in there as well, which I think is a very sort of like noticeable flavour in the likes of English strong ales and Doppelbocks. And I know it's probably really ignorant of me to use those two styles as a reference, but yeah, lovely stuff indeed. And yeah, it's going down a treat. So I wouldn't be able to tell you how it compares to previous vintages. You'll have to watch the other videos, see if there's any flavours I pick out from previous versions. I think they do slightly change the recipe each year, very slight variants, or they keep it there. I don't know. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but yeah, very nice indeed. And it's Christmassy as fuck. But even though we are approaching May and it's getting slightly warmer, it's not taking away anything from the drinking experience. You can buy a few bottles of this and spread them out through the year. Even though I'm really a big thing of just, if you're buying beer, well, first of all, just drink it whenever you want to. Don't let anybody else dictate how you do really anything in life, especially when it comes to alcohol. That sounds awful when you put it that way. Just drink all the time. Don't do that. But yeah, you can enjoy it fresh. A few months down the line, age it for a little while. Do whatever you want, man. It's, God, don't say man. You don't look or sound like the person who would say man. At least I didn't say mate. I just don't suit saying mate at all. But yeah, beautiful stuff. Chestnuts, figs, spices, winter, Christmas, family, good times, wholesome, hearty. Sit back and enjoy it. Take your time with it. It's a classic for a reason. And yeah, very happy that I did manage to get a bottle. And you know what, for £3.35, more than worth the price tag. Beautiful stuff. And I don't know, I just love the whole concept of it, the fact that each label is unique, and yeah, beautifully presented. And it's a brewery that, you know, we get like the, you know, the steam lager and the California common sort of beers, but it'd be really good to see other anchor beers that you don't usually see come to the UK a little bit more, because there's always a market for these like old school American craft breweries. And yeah, beautiful stuff indeed. Highly recommended. So yeah, if you've tried it or any other vintages, let me know your thoughts, opinions. What's been your favourite, if you can remember that far back. Check out Anchor. I will remember to put links down below to my previous reviews, but you can find out all about the beer, which I didn't talk about, in the description as well. And yeah, so thank you all for watching. My hair's doing my absolute fucking head in, and the oven is well and truly preheated now, so I shall love you and leave you, and you all take care, stay safe, and look after yourselves. Even though I should take my own advice, really. I'm not talking to anxiety, by the way. That's sort of like lifted now. So back to being me, which is that a good or a bad thing? I don't know. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you all later.